This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
Hi everyone, welcome back. So last time I set up Prometheus and Grafana for monitoring my Spring Boot app, all in the default namespace to keep things simple. Today I'll show you how to add Loki and Promtail so we can collect and build logs right inside Grafana. I'll also show you how to set up ArgoCD for automated deployments, so stay tuned for that as well. First, I run this command. Okay, this Grafana already exists. It just lets him know where to find the charts for Loki and Promtail. Then I him update. That updates all the record information so we get the latest versions. Okay, update complete, happy helming. It says now I install Lucky and Promtail in the default namespace with this command. Okay, it says realize Lucky doesn't exist, install Git now. Okay, Lucky has been deployed in my cluster. Uh, with this, Lucky will store the logs and Promtail will collect logs from my pods. Uh, I set this Grafana enabled false because Grafana is already running. I don't need a second one. To check if everything working, I do this command kubectl pod. If I see Loki and Promtail is running in running status, that means it worked. Now kubectl get services. This is my Grafana service. Kubectl port forward service parameters Grafana. (3002) port default namespace. Okay, I am forwarding 3000 port in the Prometheus Grafana 3000 port, and I open localhost 3000. Okay, so I am trying to add Lucky as a data source. Add new data source. Lucky. Okay, Lucky. Okay, save test. I keep getting this error. Unable to connect with Lucky. I honestly don't know why this is happening. It should just work. Let's think for a second. Still get pods correct. Lucky. Okay, my Loki pod is running. Kubestail get service. Correct. Okay, my Loki service endpoint this and still get pods white and I search Lucky. Okay, okay, this is same. Now I check Grafana to still get pods Grafana. Okay, still exec news. Carl, okay, okay, still exec. Sorry. Okay, ready. I can even curl the ready endpoint from inside Grafana pod and it says ready. Grafana actually reached Lucky. I think both services are in the same namespaces. Still okay. Okay, Lucky and Grafana should be accessible. Maybe there is some caching issue or Grafana is stuck somehow. Okay, now I think I delete both Grafana. Still get power. Still get power. Okay, this is my Grafana port. Keep still delete port parameters Grafana. Wait for it to restart, then try adding the lucky data source again. Okay, two containers running. Okay, three containers running, and I check this. I delete my data source. Okay, I delete Grafana, and that's why I must write kubectl port forward. Kubectl port clear kubectl get service grep Grafana. Okay. Okay, and still port forward Prometheus Grafana service Prometheus Grafana. This port to this. Okay, after I check. Open it Grafana. Okay, data source. Add new data source. Loki. No, this fails. Okay. Really, I am not sure what's going on. Lucky is running curl to ready endpoint from the Grafana pod works, so network looks fine. Okay, let me check logs in Grafana. Still get pods. Grafana. Okay, still logs. Tail 60 lines. Okay, what's going on? Okay. Level error. Loki health check failed. Seems. Oh, look at this. Look at this. There is an error saying failed to provision data source. Data source provision error. Data source YAML config is invalid. Only one data source per organization can be marked. Ah, okay. It's a data source provisioning error. Data source YAML config is invalid. That's interesting. It's not a network issue. It's a config problem, I think. Okay, I check. I'm gonna jump inside the Grafana port. Okay, still get ports. Grep Grafana. Okay, still exec interactive terminal sh. Okay, now I am inside the Prometheus Grafana pod. Okay, and okay, ls I checked. It's a Grafana provisioning folder, and there is data source folder. Okay, yes. There are two files here, data source YAML and lucky stack data source YAML. Let's see what is in cat data source YAML and cat Loki, sorry, Loki data source. Loki data source YAML. Okay, all right. That makes sense now. Uh, both of both of these have is default true. Okay, settings. One for Prometheus, one for Lucky, but Grafana only allows one default. Now I fixing it. I think I want Prometheus to be default. That's why I am going to edit the Lucky config and remove is default through line. Vi Lucky stack. Okay, I remove is default through line. Okay, and save this file. And I exit. Okay, and after I just need to restart the Grafana pods so it reloads the configs. There, get pods script Grafana. Okay, still delete pod Prometheus Grafana. Let's give Grafana a minute to restart and then try adding Loki again. If everything works, I shouldn't see that error anymore, and Loki should show up as a data source. Okay, Grafana is running. Okay, now I forward keeps port forwarding Grafana, and I open in Chrome keeps the port forward. There is Prometheus Grafana. Okay, let me check. Alright, so I'll already deleted is default true from the lock data source YAML. Now I'm going to open Grafana and check if the error is gone. Okay, I delete this. Okay, add new data source. Okay. No, I still getting the same error. That is okay. Let me check pod logs. Promtail pause. Okay, same error. Let me check pod. And I open two files, Loki stack and cat data source YAML. Okay, I opened these files. Wait, the file is back to the original version. Is default true? That means something is regenerating these files every time Grafana starts. I think. Okay, of course, we installed Grafana using Helm chart. Uh, that means Helm is responsible for creating these data source files, and I think the end chains I make that the pod are just temporary. They get overwritten the next time the pod is restarted or the Helm release is upgraded. And how can I fix it? The correct way is not to edit the files inside the pod. Uh, I have to update the Helm values so that only one data source has its default true. Okay, now I exit. Okay, now I check Helm list. Okay, I see the Kubernetes stack. Helm release minis Grafana. I need to update. It is a values file. And I think just a moment. Okay, okay. Get values for Grafana. Helm get values. Prometheus. Helm chat release name. Uh, Default namespace. And I add this Prometheus YAML. Prometheus YAML. Okay. Okay. Now I open this file. Okay, user subnet values null. All right. So I run the command to check my custom Helm values for Prometheus, and as you can see, it just says users supplied values null. That basically means I haven't provided any custom values at all. Everything is running with the default settings from the chart. Um, this is important because if I want to make change like fixing the default data source in Grafana, I need a custom values YAML. Otherwise, any manual change I make in the pod or which kubectl will just get whipped out if the pod restarts or Helm does a redeploy. So, uh, okay, okay. I didn't what in this file is crash or I don't know because that's why I open YAML after uh, I export the default values from the chart. Uh, Now I check reproduce. Okay, Prometheus coming to. Okay, then show values. Prometheus community cube Prometheus stack. My values YAML. Okay, I open my values YAML. Okay, just a moment. Apply to the feature. Okay. Okay, now uh, I searched for Grafana section. Control W, Grafana. I search is default. Default dashboard never. Default reference. Okay, it's default. Okay, now I will add this. Just a moment. Okay, I delete this line. Okay. I added additional data source is default false and I delete this namespace override. Okay, now I save this file, my values YAML. Okay, now I upgrade this and upgrade install Prometheus. Default, save my values YAML. Chart file is missing. Spring Boot chart under this folder. Okay. No such file directory. Ah, just a moment. What's my fault? Ah, okay. Spring Boot chart templates. Just a moment. Okay. Upgrade file parse replace all not defined. What is this? Okay, I got the error because I tried use values file. Values file my values YAML from the templates directory instead of the root directory of my Helm chart. And now I move my values YAML. Okay. Helm expects values file in the root directory, not in the template folder. That's why I move to chart templates my values YAML and Spring Boot chart my values YAML. Okay. Helm chart. Okay. What is this? Ah, okay. Prometheus values YAML. Now I delete this file. Okay. Prometheus values YAML. Ah, I delete swap, but must delete Prometheus values YAML. Okay. Spring operate failed and undo to undo. No, I fixed this problem. Okay. At this point, I paused the video because I noticed that logs from my Spring Boot app were not showing up in Grafana through Loki. Even so, I followed the standard Helm installation steps. So I did a quick search to figure out possible reasons. Firstly, initial problem, I installed Loki Promtail and Grafana with Helm, but when I tried to view logs in Grafana, nothing appeared for my Spring Boot app. Even adding the Loki data source in Grafana, I got an error saying unable to connect or data source error. Quick troubleshooting. I checked if logs are actually being collected. Uh, I checked Promtail logs. Kubestail exec minus, uh, and ls var log pods. I see my pods under var log pods folder. There are ArgoCD pods, runner GitLab, my GitLab runner pods, and my Spring Boot pods. Uh, so Promtail is reading the pod logs, and then I checked the labels on my pods. Kubestail get pods runner show labels. Okay, my pod, my Spring Boot app pod, the label app Spring Boot app. So that's correct. After after that in Grafana, I went to Explore tab. Let me check Explore tab. Explore tab. I search this query, run query, data source not found. Okay, just a moment. This is my queries. Okay, I searched this query and I could see most jobs, but still not my Spring Boot app. After Uh, I looked Promtail config in the pod. I write this kubectl exec cat sorry kubectl exec cat under Promtail folder from tail YAML. I made sure reliable configs was mapping the labels correctly. Okay. Uh, why logs didn't show up for my Spring Boot app? The main reason was labels. Sometimes Promtail or my pod didn't have the right labels, or there was a typo in app or job label. In other case, hidden values or reliable configs in Promtail were wrong. Sometimes the issue is just a query syntax or a small typo. Uh, Finally, I fixed it. I double checked all the labels and made sure the Pods app label matched both Promtail and Grafana as expected. And I applied the config and restarted Promtail and my app. Then in Grafana Explorer, after refreshing, uh, I finally saw return my logs. Just a moment. Uh, okay. Before I clicked scan for older logs, I could see the logs, my Spring Boot app logs, older logs. Now it just shows a parse error or and no logs found. No logs found. Okay. I think this usually means the label or query is wrong. The logs are out of the current time range, or maybe Loki Promtail was restarted and lost some data. Uh, and also I tried changing the time range and refreshing, but still nothing. If you hit this, always check labels, time, and query syntax first. I click label browser. Uh, this is my labels app. My labels with app, ArgoCD, GitLab Runner, Grafana, Kubernetes, Promtail, Alert Manager, after file name, job, namespace. I have 5 namespace, ArgoCD default. No, I checked default namespace, default show logs. Okay, this is my default namespace logs. Okay, summary. Promtail runs as a daemon set on each node and watch log files in var log post folder. under this folder. Promtail reads the logs, attach labels like app namespace, pod, and based on pod metadata, and sends log data to Loki. Loki store and index the logs. When we use Grafana, we add Loki as a data source. In Grafana, we can query logs using these labels. If there's a problem and logs don't show up, first check if the pod logs exist in Promtail container, then check if the right labels are present on your pods uh, with commands get pod show labels. In Grafana, make sure the time range includes the time when the logs were created. Uh, Make sure your query syntax is correct. In my case, even when the data source in Grafana showed an error, sometimes logs uh, would still appear in Explorer if the query matched the available labels and time window. Now that Loki and Promtail are working, I am going to continue with the next step. I config ArgoCD in my Kubernetes cluster. Okay, what is ArgoCD? ArgoCD is a tool that automates deployments to Kubernetes using Git. It is called GitOps. You keep your Kubernetes YAML files in Git, and ArgoCD always synchronize your cluster to match those files. If I change something in Git, like updating in a deployment YAML, ArgoCD will automatically apply that change in Kubernetes. Uh, how does ArgoCD work? You you connect ArgoCD to your Git repository with your Kubernetes YAMLs. It constantly watches your repo for change. If you change a manifest Git, ArgoCD see it and synchronize the change to your cluster. And it shows everything in a nice baby UI. Uh, I show it after, so you can see the health and status of your apps uh, for a manual synchronize if you want. Okay, I installed ArgoCD in a ArgoCD namespace. Okay, uh, what are these files? ArgoCD server, the main API and web UI server on the 18 port. ArgoCD repo server. This talks to the Git repository. ArgoCD application controller watch and synchronize the apps. ArgoCD text server handles authentication, and Redis used for caching and performance. This is ArgoCD commands. Kubectl get postman ArgoCD. ArgoCD application list. Okay. I didn't install ArgoCD command. Uh, that's why I didn't see it. Example: I forward ArgoCD web ArgoCD server like this. I forward service ArgoCD. Okay, what is this? Very interesting question. This is ArgoCD web dashboard. It is a visual way to see everything that's running for your application in Kubernetes and how all the resources connect to each other. At the top, I see Spring Boot app. This is my application name. And there are healthy and synchronized status. Healthy, all resources are working fine. No errors, no issues. Synchronized. Your cluster match your Git repository. Uh, okay. In the middle, there are diagram. This shows all the Kubernetes resource ArgoCD is managing for this application. There are my GitLab admin tokens, Spring Boot app, admin, GitLab admin binding. This is my YAML files. ArgoCD automatically manage all of them, keeping them in synchronized with Git. I connected Git with ArgoCD. Okay, this is my Git repository. I connected with ArgoCD, my Git, connected successfully. Okay. There are very interesting questions. Why I don't need to write deploy stage in GitLab CI YAML? Because before I had to write a deploy state in my GitLab CI pipeline. In this, okay. But now with ArgoCD, now I don't need these deploy steps. I only build and Docker build steps. I don't need deploy step in GitLab CI anymore. ArgoCD watch my Git repo itself, and if I push new YAML or Helm change, ArgoCD sees them and applies them automatically to Kubernetes cluster. How it works: GitLab CI builds my app and push Docker image as usual. I push my Kubernetes manifest to the Git repo. ArgoCD automatically detects to the new YAML or Helm change and synchronize them to the cluster. No need for CI to run kubectl or any deployment scripts. Okay. Okay, that's all for today. I hope this video was helpful for uh, you. We tried to solve real problems and looked at everything together, step by step, in practice. If you any questions, just write in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next videos.